It's showtime.
Hello guys and welcome back to the STPL. We've had a couple of mirrors so far. We're going to be heading into another one. There's just been so many mirrors today, it's absolutely unreal. Just quickly reporting the results of that previous game and setting up the overlay for the new one. The intro seemed to go by really fast that time. But still,
Yeah,
should be cool.
In truth, the game went by pretty fast there, Kicks.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a function of these being like good players. Maybe it's a function of the mirror matches, but I don't know. Lots and lots of mirrors here. We're breaking them. We're mirror on the wall. Who is the most Sugoi Desune of them all, Kicks? We'll find out momentarily.
Okay, so just to show who the players are, we've got kogeT for NetWars, one of the highest ranked players in the STPL, 3-for-1 against Terran, and his opponent, the ex-IFU iRk player Marwin, coming in here back to the STPL, or into the STPL for the first time with round 3. 2-for-0 this round, so his only 2 games in the STPL is won. He's not played the TBT just yet. And to be honest, kogeT's played 4, but he has not played a TBT like this. This is going to be on Plasma. TBT on this map is arguably, I'd say, the most interesting matchup here, because Wraith build's very strong, but super greedy build's also very strong. There's a lot of kind of poker play coming into it here of, do I go greedy, do I go aggressive, do I tech? So many different options, so many different ways of playing. Let's have a look how these two guys right here, kogeT and Marwin, play on Plasma as we get into our 4th mirror of the man in the mirror match. It's iRk versus NetWars, kogeT versus Marwin, game number 4. Okay, starting us off here in the bottom left-hand position, we do have the red Terran fighting for NetWars. It's their ex-captain. It's kogeT.
And his opponent in the blue, this is Marwin. Kind of a storied player of his own right, but kogeT, of course, a sick badass. Runner-up of the last season of BSL, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's very, very good player. So, really excited to watch this. Obviously, we had a ace match in our first best of 5. I don't know if this is gonna get to an ace match because it's really hard to predict when one player just like spontaneously combusts. So,
yeah.
I wonder who it's gonna be this time, Kicks.
Yeah, the weird thing is we've had some build order wins. Obviously, mirror matchups in general, there's always going to be the option of losing just because you picked the wrong build. Like Jerry lost a True Touch there because not only did True Touch scout the right way, but he also obviously got a very quick pull, got very quick ling speed as well in the end of it, and Jerry went for a 12 hatch. So you do get those kind of games. TBT, it's less likely, especially on Plasma. There's no such thing as a BBS on Plasma. I mean, you could do it, but where are you going to put the barracks? You can put them in the middle and then you float them over. That takes forever. You try and build them blindly next to one of the mains, but if you get the wrong main, what are you going to do with 2 barracks? So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a macro game. Both players are going to go for a 14cc.
Okay, yeah. We're just going to agree to no rush 20 here. And this is Plasma, so it's just like, well, we're going to build 1 command center and to another command center, and yeah, we're just gonna build all units here. So cool. I'm down for at least one of these games today, Kicks. I hope it's not the opposite of one player just exploding, where we see no players explode ever, and we just build units and kind of macro them on our side of the map. Maybe that's our karmic justice for all the fast games that we've had. So I don't know, but I guess we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, so we're going to have the first barracks coming in from both players. kogeT building it a little bit closer to that wall, so he's going to be able to go and scout with it quicker. We're likely not going to see a Marine come in from either player. Going to be quicker gas coming in from kogeT. That Marwin delayed his gas a little bit to get his second depot. This is going to mean he can continue building SCVs. There may be a little bit of a stop here for kogeT, as he is going to get supply blocked, but the fact he's skipping Marine is going to save him there. But second command center for both players nearly done. And I like how I like how Radley's in chat just calling for nukes. He's like, TT1's like, the people go CC into Wraith here or CC ground. Radley, CC and nukes, go!
Well, I mean, Radley would say that, but
yeah.
We every once in a while, I feel like no round of the STPL is complete without at least one nuke game. So, you know, they're out there. It's not unheard of.
Radley's got to pull his finger out, man. There's only a couple of weeks left of round 2. Just saying.
Well, you may be onto something there, Kicks. I don't know. It's a tough call. I mean, if there was a series to see that in, it would be this one, because we're just seeing like straight up bops. So I'm just like, well, you know, that is one way to assert your dominance, right?
Yeah, now kogeT actually delayed the factory of Marwin quite a bit. This is going to delay any subsequent factories, any subsequent starports as well. Force 2 SCVs off of mining. It's going to be double factory here for Marwin, so he is going to try and offset that, but I think kogeT's likely going to go into starport here. We see the second gas going up immediately for both players. Marwin actually getting a little bit of an edge there. But Marwin is actually behind in supply, and this is because the factory was able to finish up a little bit quicker, and there was more mining coming in for Marwin.
Marwin's SCV just killed kogeT's SCV. That's pretty dope. Nice. Always love to see the worker micro pay off there, especially when one of the workers is being a jerk and trying to kill the other. So that works out. Still, you're gonna scout with the barracks. So I think both players are gonna start to realize, wait a second. We're just building lots of command centers here. And honestly, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see a third command center very soon from either player. But obviously, you have to make sure that you don't die to common counters. And I think the most common TVT strat here is 2-port rate. We just see that quite a bit. And even if you don't go for 2-port, you can still go for like Goliath to try to counter that. You're just going to need some air.
Yeah, so we see Marwin going into his armory pretty quickly. Should see Academy coming up soon as well. No Academy just yet, needs to be careful. We can see the kogeT obviously going for a control tower. This is definitely going to be for very fast cloak. Now Marwin is scouting around with another SCV. He has finally seen where his opponent is. So he should be able to move in with the barracks to see the double starport as well. But we're going to see a lot of Goliaths coming in from him at the very least.
I don't know if they've been in a relationship long enough for it to just move in together like that, but you know, maybe they really love each other, Kicks. I don't know. I think the biggest thing to watch out for is going to be how the air and ground interact, because this is just like is so weird. I don't think there's anybody that knows perfectly how to play this, except for maybe Hirmu, who obviously he's good at building lurkers and winning games on Plasma, but for the most part, yeah, this is pretty interesting and dynamic. Even though it is a mirror matchup, I feel like a lot of people malign mirror matchups just because it's like, okay, well, you can both build the same units. But yeah, but it's about like how you go about doing that. So it's going to be an attempt at Goliath with range to counter raised in the air, but this is a lot of raise. It's 2-port, like we were talking about earlier, and there's cloak on the way, right? So but it's more than that. He's gonna kill off the eggs with the tanks, and even without siege mode, tanks kill eggs pretty quickly.
Oh, the dropship's gonna go down. This is a big pickup. Oh, the micro!
Wait, what is he?
Basically,
what do you mean the micro kick?
Okay, so I saw Lee to do this as well in his recent games in the KSL. Basically, you can glitch out Wraith firing. So if you fly through the Wraith before it fires, it loses targeting and has to turn around. So that's what he was trying to do. He was basically circling around the Wraith, trying to make his way through. Now, I didn't realize that was possible, I must admit, but seeing Lita do it on not only his stream, but also in KSL as well, it seems quite normal. I've actually done it in a TVT on ladder the other day, so it's hard to do, but it's possible. Wraiths are possible to be glitched.
things like that disgust me. Like, that makes me both hate and love Brood War so much. I'm just like, come on. like, I just want to know, like,
Oh, there's tanks on high
you
ground
know,
of other factories. This isn't
oh,
good.
this is gonna be so insane. Well, like, we all go through bad times in our life. I just want to know what was happening to that one Brood War programmer. He comes into work the next day, and he's just like, man, I just gotta program a little bit. So he goes into the Wraith program. He's like, well, I guess I gotta make a Wraith. And so he just he programs it, but somehow that is possible. I'm just I don't know, man, but that is that's some coding right there. Wow.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for Marwin. Marwin needs to lift his factories and move them elsewhere. He's going to try and drop Goliaths on the high ground on top of these tanks, but the tanks obviously doing a lot of damage to the Goliaths on the low ground. Nice hot pickup there. Saves a good number of them, but the Wraith's coming in as well. Going to get the dropship once again. The Goliaths on the high ground go down, and GG in a very quick series with no game going over 10 minutes. Net Wars take down iRk.
Wow, not an unexpected result, but still kind of surprising the way in which it happened. I don't think we had a single game in this series go over 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The last game probably the long of the series, 8 minutes. Very decisive wins. That's one way to say it.
It was indeed. Now, just quickly reporting the wins, we can have a look at exactly how that changed the stats in the group, and obviously how it changed the just standings overall. So, just to bring up the results here, you can see that it was, in fact, a 3-1 victory for Net Wars. DeWalt taking down Yeti to start with, Yaji, Jerry, and Marwin falling to Bonnet through Touch and kogeT. Really strong opponents, really strong players from both sides, but a few build order wins here, a few build order wins there, and a positioning advantage by kogeT there by the fact that Marwin built his factories a little bit too close to the wall and over-relied on Goliaths there, lost him that final game. Now to have a look at the Group B rankings, we can see that Soul Gaming still hold their top position. Net Wars go up to 4 for 2. iRk are up. Wait, this hasn't updated yet. 1 second. This is technical difficulties. It's all good. We'll sort this in 1 second.
Kicks, what are you doing? You killing esports again?
I am. I thought I'd hit the save button, which updates all of that, but it didn't. My TV's about to go in standby mode as well.
Well, everything's just falling apart here at the end of the day, Kicks.
No, this is right, I think. Wait. I'm gonna have to fact check this because I'm very confused, but either way.
Kicks, I keep telling you, this is where you tell people, for updated STPL standings, make sure to go on twitter.com/STPLTV. There, you can follow that account for all the information on STPL, standing, updates, and more at twitter.com/STPLTV.
And I just realized your camera had actually frozen. I don't know why, but it's unfrozen now. I clicked on Discord again. I was like, why do they keep saying ventriloquist? What the hell is going on? Then I look over, and you're just like pulling this face, and I'm like, whoops.
Killing esports again. It's like that Crumbopulous Michael quote from Rick and Morty. It's like, oh, here I go, kill it again. That's what Kick says every time he starts looking at esports.
Okay, well, it's been great fun having you here once again, Rapid. I know it's very late for you, so I hope you have a very good morning sleep if you do choose to sleep after this. And where can people find you next?
Man, it's December in esports. That is just not a lot happening. But hey, STPL might be over for today. KSL starts today as well. So if you guys are up for the round of 4, we'll be getting into that. First, we have to decide the next 2 players to get there. So we are really kind of closing things down for KSL. So there's going to be round of 8 matches conclude this week. So we've got both second round of 8 matches. I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all right. I'm good. Concluding this week, and then we've got finals coming up not too long. So really a lot happening at the end of the year for KSL. So go watch that. That's going to be in about 23 hours. No, 13 hours. No, wait a second. 11 hours. Got it.
Yeah, that seems
tonight.
about right. Yeah. It's
tonight.
Tomorrow morning for me, so it's all good. thank you, of course, everyone for joining us watching. Thank you to the few subs we got today. Thank you to everyone who subbed before as well. And thank you, of course, to all the players who have played all of their games. And we will see you guys next time. Just a quick announcement, there's no STPL this Friday. The BWCL Clan League final, or the BW... Yeah, okay. The BWCL finals are on Friday, so I'm going to skip for the day. I'm going to play Smash Ultimate a lot and watch Vincent cast the BWCL finals. So, see you guys in the chat of that stream, and STPL will be back next Monday as normal. So, see you guys then.